Right, and we are live. Let me make sure I'm coming out to the side chat there. Coach 9500 coming at you. See if we're coming over to the other side here. Make sure I'm coming out to the side chat there. JK NoCal, the smartest guy in the room, the best videographer of 2018 by far, my friend. Lori Green, hello to you, sweetie. Absolute the best of the best. Andrea, hi, sweetie. Nice to see you. Just kind of chilling out for a couple hours here. Lori, how's the coloring going, babe? What are we working on tonight over there? Huh? Are we doing that? Hi, Katie Bright. Nice to see you, sweetie. Katie Bright in the house. My pal, my pal, my pal. Just getting this cranked over. I was on TR's chat tonight. I had a good time of getting recommendations on what my next gun is going to be. It's going to be a 357. Hi, Annie. Nice to see you, sweetie. I want to get back to I was going to get my 38 police special back, but I think the 357 makes more sense on there. Hey, Carlos Martinez, welcome to here. There's no chats, no blocks, nobody's blocked. Nobody gets wrenched out here. Hey, Jeffrey, Elvis had a 35. Good night. Declared he's going to drop his channel and get a job. You'll pardon me. I don't know. I missed it tonight. I was on TR's chat tonight, so I need to pick up another gun. Hello, Oz. Nice to see you. Don Juan. Nice to see you. Yo, 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 yo. It is 357 is a great gun. So is a Glock 45. Yeah, Jen's got the Glocks. I just want to get a. Yeah, I don't know, Jeffrey. I wasn't over there tonight. You guys can fill me in on that. I'm not sure what went on over on the other chat. Nice to see you, the smartest Lebowski in the room, Andrea. So I don't really know what went on. I really had to focus on this because now the prices are really good for armaments and stuff. And I've waited a while because of the flood in anticipation of Hillary Clinton winning the election. All the manufacturers geared up like crazy and just overproduced guns, and they're all backed up in the channels now. So I want to, hey, Kevin Chambers, I'm not going to talk long about guns. How come you can't see me? I don't know. Can't see me. What? Can't see me. I'm not sure, T-Bergs. His live stream is saying you and Missy Jen need to watch it. Yeah, I guess I'll try to catch some of it tomorrow. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Mark Charles that's what I'm saying. The 3-inch. I don't want a 4-inch. I want a. There's. TR was showing me his nice Ruger, which I love. A good all around piece. Yeah, the 50 cal is a little much for me. So even a 45 is too. I can't handle a 45. 45 will put me through the window. I'm not big, so let's fire that. It's a one-shot deal. Well, yeah, Clayton's like, your boobs are on the way. I can't see you. But Annie, she said, Annie's, of course, from New Zealand. She said, it's funny, me coming from a non-gun culture in New Zealand. And I got a friend of mine, Comms Prepper. He helps down in Bolivia put in networks to help improve communications in South America. I think his wife is South American. And he's going to be doing videos about the guns in Bolivia and stuff and how you... if you join a club to shoot and all that kind of stuff. Mark said 357 has more bark. That's cool. So I don't know what happened on the Elvis show tonight. I really feel like, hello, Vicky. Nice to see you. I'm not being a wise ass, but Rome wasn't built in a day. And, I, with all sincerity, did the video on the other channel today. Yeah, there we go, Carlos. I did the video on the other channel, and I really do. If Boris wants to take that on, then I'm not gonna throw cold water on it. I just think it's a really uphill fight, but it wasn't built in a day. So that was definitely from the heart on that. Hey, Whiskey Rock and Roller, long time no see. All right. I like that. Annie said we have hunters and sport shooters, but no general people just carrying. Yeah, we're kind of limited in the state of California too. So I don't know. You can't really think that. Thank you, Clayton. You can't. Hi, Ivan the Terrible. You can't really think. I isn't the 1911 a cult? But I used friends at arranged and love. It's too much for me. The 1911 is just too much of a weapon for me. I can't wield that effectively. About a 357, 38, 357 is about the limit of my abilities. I need a heavy frame gun. I can't use a Glock. It's not that I don't like shooting a Glock. It's just really light in my hand. It's got a real light trigger pull, and I'll shoot myself in the. So I need something with a little to it, a little bit of feel in my hand. Hi, Joe. Nice to see you. Yeah, I have a Beretta. I have my 9mm. I use the, I have a 9mm. I have the Beretta 92 FS, the standard Marine Corps issue. 357, take 38. Yes, it's a great option for me to use. It's the ultimate prepper weapon. Showing a concealed weapon kind of ruins the whole idea of concealed. I'm not going to go in here and wave a gun around. Okay, I've never waved my Beretta around here before. I'm not a tough girl. I'm not a tough girl. So I don't know what happened on the other chat tonight. I imagine it was just a fundraising drive. So I have a Marine friend who was a sniper in Iraq. He has some big guns. That's funny. Yeah. So it's nice to get a little gun talk. Oh, Boris. Okay, yeah, Boris with his extended mag Glock. Yeah. XDS 45. You know, I'd rather have it and not show it and have people wonder. I want to know hood to have a 32. Well, this is the hood here. This is definitely the hood, my friend. Everybody will tell you. Every troll in America will tell you this is ground zero for the hood right here. I mean, we have shelter in place warnings. Yeah, I like Tucker Poon in the gang. Yeah, Tucker's cool. I definitely like Tucker Poon, but we're not getting a flow of questions over here because they're all over there. So it's all good in the hood. Yeah, so I had to reboot my. Yeah, okay, so I'm on here, T-Bergs. So I really don't know what happened tonight. Boris hasn't put a response video up to my video, which is okay. He's not on a schedule. Rob, how you doing? Rosie loves the hood. Woohoo! That's correct over there. I love the hood. Rob's like, I'm surprised you can even go out in the ghetto there, right? 50 cal, you can shoot the robber behind the fridge across the street at the neighbor house. And I can also blow myself through the back window too when I shoot. Don Juan said, I thought Santa Rosa was a gated community. Most of the wealthy homeowners have been burned out here. The fire destroyed a disproportionate number of homes that are $1 million and up. I'm talking about thousands of them. Marshall got 0 months. Just to let you know, Boris really feared him. I'm not sure, Joe Smith. I was on the other chat. Why are you saying that? Orto, what's up with that? Trolls around table. Who said that they're in trouble? I'm just watching stuff play out, Corky. I'm just watching stuff play out. I'm not one to jump the gun on stuff with the tort thing and all that. The trolls at a round table. You know, I mean, I had my scorecard. It was like scoring a baseball game. I had most of the people penciled in the right way. You know, you get some minor people. I mean, they're smart people over there. They're really smart people. Yeah, the Rancho was spared. That's true. We packed up, boy. That wind was blowing from over the east, and we were very nervous about that coming over the hill. And yeah, Corky, you know, straight up and ask. No, I keep my powder dry. Nobody can psych out what my position is here. Okay. What I'm not going to do is shoot off half-cocked and blah 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 blah. I just watch things unfold. Okay. I enjoy life. I have things I'm doing. I'm getting ready to bake some bread tomorrow. Jeffrey Lebowski says, I still remember when my neighbor who'd built a deck threw a wood in the hood part. Let's just say it morphed into a sausage fest. What the hell? Yeah, we have earthquakes. I've been through quite a few of them in California. Sausage fest. What the hell? What did Becker's thing say? Lots of dicks on this dance floor or something like that, the Vegas spins. Hey, come on, I looked okay in the dress, right? The old broad out there, the old broad was dancing around. I just observed stuff. That's all. I enjoyed playing the game of Clue. I enjoyed moving the pieces around the board. Colonel Mustard in the drawing room with the candlestick, and uh, you know, do earthquakes make you dizzy? What do they feel like? They feel like you're. Earthquake makes you feel like you're totally not in control of your environment, which is a really bad feeling. Number one, you don't know how long it's going to last. You don't know the magnitude that it's going to ramp up to. You don't know if it's going to shake the whole place down. You don't know if you're on the verge starting a 5.0, a 6.0, or 8.0 earthquake. Let's see. Corky said you're respected, but Marshall's gone too far. But I don't hate me. Just say, I just will caution people to say this. Okay, take care, Jeffrey. Nice to see you, my friend. Have a good night. I'm just going to say this. I've said it before, and I know Boris and I are going to, I say, I don't know what he says. I call it someone's basic nature. In other words, you are what you are, and it's baked in the cake. And it's very hard to turn, hey, traveling to 50, how are you? It's very hard to turn that. It's like an ocean liner. And if it succeeds, it goes over a long period of time. So, I'm not sure if you can take a point in time and just judge success or not. I just feel like it's a lot to chew off. And my expectation, and this is not, we'll air it out. Hey, we'll air it out right here, Corky. I don't have any blocks. I don't have any people. I mean, Zamfir wants to take my head off over there, okay? He's so pissed off about this whole thing. Earthquake feels like you're on a roller coaster, yes. And you can sometimes, some earthquakes, one earthquake was the other side of town, right underneath the graveyard, the Franklin Cemetery on the other side of town, and it was a very deep earthquake. And I'll never forget that night. All we heard was this big explosive kaboom. And then about 3 seconds later, you felt this really rolling, violent wave come through the house here. What in fact happened was a very deep earthquake had split the earth down below, right under that cemetery, and just rolled over. Lucky it was a very deep one. So we only got the trauma of the shaking and stuff. So that was very scary. But I want to tell you about the situation when it comes to, shaking, baby. I want to tell you the situation when it comes to Elvis I just don't think people can change their basic nature. Elvis sees himself as an entertainer par excellence, and I think that's an image that how can I argue with that? What am I supposed to say? I've tried to say for years that you can talk and you can say things, but at the end of the day, Elvis is going to be Elvis, Corky. I mean, what are you going to do? You just sit back. No, you went too far tonight telling people to take out loans, sell off whatever they had. They've got godly. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, you guys just got to work, gave all the kinds of ammos. I just don't know, but yet, from what I saw when I stepped in as TR's stream ended, and I saw the wrap up of the other one, when it was slowing down, there was like 150 people watching that stream. So, and that might be simulcast. I don't know if it was or if it wasn't. So, I don't know. I think I'm probably being streamed over Tucker Poon. So I said he wasn't here to entertain us. So no, I don't know about activity. Yeah, be careful, Yellowstone. Isn't that the place traveling where the stuff is supposed to the hellfire is supposed to come out of the earth and all that? I don't know, but I just tell you, it's a very tall order to fill. I mean, people say you enable, and you enable. I don't really enable anymore. I've tried to tell you guys, I haven't put a dime into this repair deal. I've tried to give the very best advice that I can give so that the money's not wasted, that people do donate. That would include the steering column, I didn't know anything about the trim pieces and the rear tail light. I figure grab that power booster for the brakes and a master cylinder because it's $10 or so. You know, I barter with these people with junkyards. You know, these people are like any dollar or two, they're very happy to get on something. I mean, how many people are going to come in and pull a steering column from a 79 or whatever, Econoline, you know, whatever, right? So, but that's the way I am. I'm really cheap. So, T-Bird, would Chinese tourists pay money for photos with him in Vegas? They love him over there. I'm telling you, they see him coming down, and you can see at the club, these Filipino girls were there taking the picture with Elvis and stuff. Let's be real. I mean, let's be honest about stuff, okay? Let's be upfront about the realities of being on the streets with Elvis. I mean, we're walking down, we're pushing towards Container Park in the morning, first thing. And you can see the guys like, hey, hound dog, yeah, and they're starting to cheer Elvis. You can see in the video. Oak tree, you're in my way. There we go. Even ladies at the New Year's party. So he does get recognition on the streets. That's true. It's very true. So, you know. How much moonshine can you make a year? How much can I theoretically make if I went full out, or how much are you allowed to make? There's a big difference between, you can make 200 gallons of beer for personal consumption. You can make 200 gallons of wine, but you may not operate a still. But they have to catch you in the act of distilling. That's the hardest part, or everybody would be busted for moonshining. So. Yeah, you're allowed to make 0 distilled beverages, okay? But like I said, the law says you have to catch people in the act of running a still. JK says he could make bank if he got paid for picks. Yeah, but, you know, yeah. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, do I tell somebody else how to run their life? I say, well, you might have an uphill battle. When's the next? What are we going to make Friday night? Teeny weeny bikini baking. I'm not sure what to make. I've made lemon meringue pie. I've made lemon. The cinnamon buns, Jen was just crazy about them. I'm trying to think of something nice to make on Friday night. We've made angel food cake, lemon cake. We've made so many good things in there. And then we'll raise some money too. We raised $1,200 on Friday night, thanks to Coop's very generous donation. That was nice for the St. Jude's Hospital's Children's Cancer Fund. That was great. Yeah, it's a lot of work to pose for pictures, you know. So make sugar buns, pun intended. Yeah, make cupcake. Cupcakes are too easy. I like kind of a challenge. Maybe we'll make a shortcake. We made a German chocolate cake already, Laurie Green. We made the Christian Hoslinger German chocolate cake. Okay, just saying. You guys, I've made so many things in that kitchen with these 2 little dainty hands. There's sweet potato, brownies. You guys are killing me now in here. Blueberry pie. We've made pecan pie. I've made pecan cakes. I've made red velvet cakes. My list of baking things is deep. Okay. But I'm intrigued. I've made more New York cheesecakes, the pecan crusted with pecan sandies. I've made more cheesecakes than you. I've made peanut brittle. I've made almond brittle. I've made chocolate croissants. Croissants are way too difficult to do in this brown sugar pecan, chocolate pecan pie. Love German chocolate. Yeah, made the German chocolate. It turned out good. I'm thinking about a couple people have asked me to make a strawberry shortcake. So what do you think about that? What do you think about a strawberry shortcake? It's still a little too early for strawberries. Really, in California, the strawberries don't come in until like mid-February. I've been making a tiramisu. Interesting. Uncut musty pie. Tiramisu. I have to go to bed. Good night, Andre. Love you, babe. Have a good one. cornbread and sweet tea. I've made skillet cornbread on the Jen and Rosie reality TV. I've made damn lemon meringue pies, 400,000 views on that mofo, and cornbread. I've made pineapple upside down cake already. Look at you guys. I'm killing you on here. Mincemeat. Never made mincemeat before. I've made the pineapple upside down cake. I've made more things on here than you can shake a stick at. The better thing is, you guys tell me, which charity should we raise money for to offset our daily struggle with people asking for money? What kind of charity should we back? Somebody throw out some ideas on what's a good charity. Not a shitty one that anybody's going to have a problem with. The good thing is I'm not taking in the money. It's Ronald McDonald House. There we go. We did Wounded Warriors on Saturday night, Mouse Toes. Lori Green, we're going to be doing it for Ronald McDonald House. That is excellent. Thank you, sweetie. We are doing it for Ronald McDonald House. And Don Juan, Saturday we'll do Save the Children, okay? Annie, we did veterans on Saturday. So, okay, so we're going to do Save the Children on Saturday, and we're going to do Ronald McDonald House on Friday. I think that's two. Lori, that's an excellent idea. We can put you already down for my $25 on that. Ronald McDonald House for families that can't afford to be housed near treatment centers for their kids and stuff. So isn't that nice that they have a place to stay? So, yep, Ronald McDonald House it is. Yeah, you have one down there? Okay. Let's see. Annie says we have Ronald here. Okay. Yeah, Burn Children's. I just felt real good about that. Okay, that's really good, Lori Green. Yeah. So Lori says stay there in LA for 10 years. Cool. I think that's great. Ronald McDonald House is excellent. Excellent. I don't think anybody could dispute that. Let's just keep raising money for good stuff to offset all the nonsense here. Let's have a good feeling about things. That's great. How about Save the King? I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch the show. St. Jude YouTube again, not working so good tonight. Hi, Dartha. Nice to see you. The Archers win again. That's what I say, Clay. You can't beat McDonald's. To beat McDonald's, you got to beat McDonald's, right? So the Ronald McDonald's House sounds really excellent. So, okay. And, last week we had Brandon come in, and he matched my donation to the Wounded Warrior Project, which I thought was pretty cool. What about a donation to the channel and TR Prepper, Wheelchair Prepper? I don't know him, Life on the Street. Why don't you investigate that a little bit, and then maybe the following week, okay? I got to vet people really carefully I'm really hesitant about getting involved with individuals. Because that stuff is always blown up in my face. Good night, JK. Take care. How about keep your running mouth and lay off the money for always money with you? Ain't Make-A-Wish Foundation. There it is. I love that. Caitlyn Jenner. Somebody said a comment on my video. Oh, it's Caitlyn Jenner. On that. King said, sell the rancho and send him the money, right? Okay. Somebody said, okay, yeah, they mentioned it tonight, but I don't want to go there because I don't want to take it down to an individual basis. Let's just give it to a charity that we can kind of all agree on. Then once it's out of our hands, if people have an issue, yeah. Swamp Pick said Ronald McDonald House has helped many thousands of families. That's perfect. I just don't know. Thank you, Annie. You're a doll. So I think that's one that nobody can disagree with doing a donation. Have you ever reached out to Caitlin? No. This is Caitlin. This is Rosie. All right. I'm not on the radar screen. Okay. Let's be real. Okay, but I remember I did that lemon meringue pie, and people, I think at one time we had like at the peak, there were like 30 to 40,000 views in a day coming in on them. I mean, it was just going absolute batshit. And somebody put in the comment section about Caitlyn Jenner, and I thought that was the cutest thing I ever heard. Madeline said, when I was young back in '63, Ronald McDonald would have allowed my family to stay with me in the hospital. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Thank you, T-Bergs, Caitlin. Oh, aren't you a sweetie? Aren't you a doll? So that's good. We're all settled up for the weekend. So I'm just going to think. Let me pick one. Let me just surprise you which we're going to make. I don't understand what that means. If it fits, if it doesn't fit, you got to equip. You still have your lemon trees. We have our lemon trees. I picked them all for the. I picked the lemons for the lemon meringue pie and the lemon cake. I used some. Yeah, we still have. I love my lemon tree. It's a. It is a Meyer lemon tree. That's good, Darth. I got one on my page for my birthday for East County Animal Rescue, El Cajon. I'm going to get a glass of soda. I'll be right back, okay? Oh, I got to point a temporary wrench while I'm away so the nasty things don't happen. Let's see. It's none of my regular. Lori Green, would you hold a wrench for me for a minute, please? Let me go on for a couple minutes to get something to drink, if you don't mind. So I just made you a mod. Thank you. Okay. If you wouldn't mind just holding a wrench for a couple minutes, that would be great. OJ Simpson, how he got off my glove doesn't fit and you must have quit. But how does that relate to the what Elvis's chat was about tonight? I don't get that. Okay, thank you, Lori. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Lori. Thank you very much, honey. I appreciate it. I don't wrench people. It's just that I don't want, if I'm not here, it's fine. I mean, I'm not here to wrench or block people. Yeah. So did Elvis really say to? Did he really sell to did he really say to sell the rancho? Is that true? And give him give him the money. I like Seeds to Freedom. He's like, why don't you step up and why don't you invite Elvis to come to the rancho? And I'm like, man, are you kidding? He calls this burnt toast up here, Santa Rosa. There's the only thing, there's not even enough housing up here for you could probably get a premium price for the Lisa Marie up here, because people are just going crazy and buying everything that they can get their hands on in the way of living stuff, because there's all the construction workers, cleanup people up here, there's just not nearly enough housing. Sell their stuff and pay taxes. You're screaming like a lunatic. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's Elvis being Elvis, right? If he was having a Bible reading, you guys would really call the cops for a 5150, right? Intervention. I don't know. Laurie says it was pretty wild over there. Isn't that what everybody likes? Theater, just like theater, and just pump everybody. The Bible thing. I like the people in music over on Tucker's Hangout. I wouldn't watch that. Poon does a good hangout. Yeah. Oh, the Bible's invite too. Poon's got good skills. I mean, he puts on a good shit show over there. There's no doubt. There's no doubt at all. It's probably one of the best things that came out of this was, at least fixing things up, at least getting on a working level with Tucker Poons, because I always thought he was very, very rational with his thinking and very spot on with his beliefs and stuff, and he made a lot of sense. He just doesn't blanket hate. It really made sense. Let's see, it made a lot of sense. Life on the Streets said, Rosie, the cops open the door, pull him out on this live show. I don't know, I'm not sure. I mean, there's which time. I mean, I've been on hangouts with Elvis where he was in the restaurant, and manager came up and said, you got to leave. And you could see me on the thing making faces like terror, like, ooh. And he said, I'm a YouTube celebrity, and they just booted, man. We got thrown out of the Bellagio. I've never been thrown out of a hotel in my life. Bobby's like, holy fuck, shit. But I mean, let's face it, people show up to, that was in the Kroger booth. That was it, Don Juan. Yeah, I was online with him that night. We were talking about Class Bs and stuff. And then the next thing I knew, the king was being shown the gate. And that was that. So, I mean, they did the same thing on Amanda. They'd do SWATs on Amanda and crap. Did he go to jail when? For what? Yeah, my favorite Bellagio memory of Marshall, you can see it on my videos from 2016's meetup there, where he started getting undressed at the valet parking area under the main entrance of the canopy, where you pull up and the valet comes up, and the valet's like, oh. And I'm like, Marshall, what the hell are you doing? You can't. Oh, thank you. Hey, Walter White, how are you? This is just a little cami top. That's all it is. Thank you. Say hi to the boys over in Studio B. Thank you, Walter White. Always the smartest guy in the room. Yeah, it's a lot of funny memories and stuff. So, part of me wonders why people would ever want that to end. Nice to know when all is loose here is always the bottom of YouTube to dig a hole and crawl into. That's why they call us the bottom of YouTube, Clayton. because we'll never get out of here. Okay, we'll never dig you can't dig your way up. You know, you can only dig your way lower. When they give you a shovel here, we all go down, right? We all go down. So none of us ever gets off the bottom. But yet we're self-styled stars, which really makes it funny. And I'm the worst of the worst in the. But it's all funny stuff, you know. But some of it's serious. This stuff with losing a channel, losing AdSense, and all that stuff. I don't agree with. You know, I believe everybody should work hard. Like Coach screams all the time, everybody should work, and I totally agree with that. But I don't force everybody else into that, to shoehorn everybody else into that. So. Yeah, Tucker Poon is a straight shooter. Tucker rules. I would agree. You know, Nomadic Fanatic Patreon, he kicks my ass around a little bit, but he knows I've been pretty straight up with shit on stuff. So, and I plan on remaining. You're describing existence in a way, Rosie. No, he didn't. No, just his shirt. He didn't take his pants off. No. Yeah, it's good to be on the bottom. Look, you could watch. You know, you could watch any kind of channels on YouTube. You could watch the people that are floating around on sailboats, the vagabonds and the winds, and oh, look at the pretty fucking fish there. Oh, look at the coral. Oh, that's so beautiful. Ooh, oh, did you see that? Yes. Oh, wait a minute, let me get that on film. I'm using my new little kitchen. It's like, please, you know. Oh my God! But I'd rather have stuff that's this kind of. It's all very watchable stuff down here. It's not savory, but it's watchable, right? Gone with the idiots. Well, I don't. You know, I'm not gonna. You know, the Winds have built a wonderful following of people. I kind of lost them when they went down to Panama and stuff. I preferred it more when they were learning to sail and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not sure how I feel about Patreon. I'm not sure if it's kind of e-begging masquerading in disguise. So I haven't, you know, I don't know where you guys come down on paying for kind of support the channel and have the content. The most we have is the thing that says, if you shop on Amazon, just use our list. We're going to buy all the boys over at Tucker Transition Kit anyway. I don't know. All the boys. Man, Walter White, that's really right in the wheelhouse, you know. Let's see, Patreon is double dip begging, they turn into big beggars. I never really studied Patreon. No. Did you hear about the changes to I did. Somebody on TR's chat was talking about you had to have a certain number of views and a certain number of subscribers for monetization. So it'll cut out all the small stuff and it'll truncate out the little stuff. Richard, hi, how are you? You know, but I used to watch some of the sailing channels, the Vagabonds and all that kind of stuff, and Captain Rick on his boat, and I just 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. That's going to be quite a, you know, that's going to cut off a lot of the bottom of distribution, right? That's quite a threshold to jump. 1,000 subscribers is a very big number to get to. And 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, I'm not sure what my watch is 1,2,500. You won 2,500 on shots. Tucker Poon, baby. You are the greatest. That's great. You won on slots. That's absolutely wonderful that you won on slots. I always give Tucker Poon and the boys in Studio B. What's that, Madeline? You wanted to watch, but I get so sick. But I don't understand about Patreon. I don't know. You know, Walter White, do you know that? Why can't one of these guys from Studio B come over? I'm being kind enough to let them stream this stream. Why don't you come over and just explain what your thoughts? Is Patreon okay? I mean, is it acceptable to support? You know, if Rosie O'Kelly has a travel Patreon channel, is that okay, or is that another like bozo no on the on here? What do you guys think? Lori Green, what do you think about Patreon? She said yes, it's good. Okay. All right. Yeah, why would they be scared of little old Rosie, you know, to come over? It's a no-no. Okay, so let's debate that. What is the downside to the Patreon? It's a voluntary contribution that I think you make per. Do you do it on a per video, or do you do it on a per video, or do you do it on? I don't do it, but I am subscribed to you. Okay. Do you do it on a per video, or do you do it on a per monthly thing? How do you do it? Oh, you sign up monthly. Okay. All right. So what's the downside? Does anybody have an issue with people giving a little extra support? Francesca Knowles, yesterday was the 15th, today is the 16th, and Boris and Elvis still have the channels up. Thank you, Lynn. You're a sweetie. Francesca, I'm not sure what to say about that. I don't know. I've held fire. You better make sure that things actually happen. The worst thing you can do is just run and gun, and then you run out over the edge of the gangplank and there's nothing below you, and then you make a total horse's ass out of yourself. So people have been trying to hold people hostage. Now give little content on YouTube and put the content on Patreon and make people pay. You got shaking like that, got Tucker Poon. Oh, I'm always got to take a bathroom break. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, honey. I just don't, that's very sweet. Hi, Ellie. Men in foundation garments. Ellie, what do you think of Patreon? Or is it Patron or? Oh, Lacey's a big mouth running from Hangout. Why doesn't Lacey come to my Hangout? I mean, who's the nice person? Would you want someone to make money off of you? You punch a time clock at work, somebody's making money off of you, right? I guess. I don't know. Yeah, moist is a gross. If you teach things in need supply, sure, do it. Okay, there you go. What's a dog fart smell like? It's pretty bad. It is pretty darn bad. That's all I'm going to tell you. Sometimes George blows the covers off the bed in there. Traveling says Google makes money off us every day. Lacey rocks. Come on over here, Rose. You'll be gentle. You know, what is she afraid of? She's bashed me as a tranny and blah blah blah. I've tried to get Lacey to go on your panel hanging. She won't. Yeah, she can sit there and modulate her voice. You know, don't tell me I'm not a girl. Don't tell me I'm not a girl. That fucking modulator was all over here. Hey, Debbie Lynn, that's what I said. Ham-fisted Productions Incorporated. You know, there was some synchronization issue with the Great Beach thing and all the, you know. What a shit show. You know, but very high production values for the bottom of YouTube, though. You have to give them that. Debbie Lynn in the house. Nice to see you, sweetie. Debbie Lynn, are you going to support my GoFundMe? Not my GoFundMe, but my what do they call that? Is it Patreon or Patreon? Patreon. I don't know. So what you're saying is they do some content that they'll put on. I've noticed like some girls, like I take my okay, sometimes I took my top off before, right? But other they have like Vimeo, this channel, some of these chicks on sailboats and stuff, and like the geckos sailing the geckos or something like that, and they put their topless content over on Vimeo or whatever the hell it's called. So people pay bang and buck to see that stuff on there. So yeah, the good stuff is on Patreon. Okay, it's kind of weird. It seems to defeat the purpose of YouTube to do that. It seems to me the old saying, you can't serve two masters. Okay, Smedlin said, like I guess people who teach crafts, baking, cooking, makeup tutorials, they ask for Patreon and they give good content. However, good content is not sitting in a van begging for support. It's actual skills that can be learned. So if somebody's teaching you, if somebody's having like a machine shop class and they have us over the engine lathe and we're using our cutting tools and let's say we're knurling a nut, so to speak, or turning down a casting or making a threaded rod or something on an engine lathe. Okay. Then you're actually teaching somebody something. We're walking through baking step by step, showing how to do eye makeup. Okay. Yes, I've subscribed to crafters who are really good to do the good projects. Okay, making handmade paper cards. Nomadic Fanatic lost his Patreon. Anyone here know why? Are you sure that he didn't shut it down? Life on the streets? I'm not sure. Lacey's all about, look at me, look at me. That's because, the person behind Lacey's an attention whore. That's why. You should know that by now. I mean, which of the pantheon of champions do you think was playing Lacey Rocks? Yeah, our high school did an engine, machine shop, sheet metal shop, hot metal shop, wood shop. We had every freaking shop that you could do. Patreon only works if you have a lot of subscribers, a couple of 100,000 minimum. Okay. I don't know. Hey, Skiwee. No, I just have 3 channels. One was a how-to. This is like a how-to channel. The other one's just daily yuck yucks. And the Jen and Rosie is really Jen's channel that she runs. Vegan cooking. Okay, he shut it down because people were copying it and showing it. Yeah, Skiwee, right on Skiwee, right on cue. There he is, huh? Elvis brought good cooking, showing a tuna fish sandwich made with 2 pounds of hot pepper. Actually, I loved Elvis's cooking videos. I always loved watching Elvis cook. I love to see Elvis eating in the restaurants, the shawarmas, the baba ganoushs, the vindaloos, all that stuff. I love that stuff. And I'd rather see that. Then he started veering into this gospel thing. But, I can't tell people what to do. Because people religiously follow it. Thank you, Francesca. Says, Rose, you are a person of many talents. And I just like a DIY, just do it yourself. Pay your taxes. Life on the street, you better pay your taxes, brother. Patreon doesn't work when you get a blowhard on camera lying there in the 1%. Wonder who that would be. Skiwee, who are you thinking about on that? A YouTube celebrity. Skiwee, like a blowhard on the 1%. Woo! Laurie Green, is it a sin not to pay? Did you pay your taxes, Sister Laurie? Huh? You should be at the head. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You and your husband should be up there. That's it. Yeah, I guess you guys are new. We wouldn't do good in jail. No, I think What's wrong with you guys? Everybody's against taxes. You know, why are these guys so against this Patreon? I mean, if people want to do it and they just want to do it, what's it matter? If I'm going to hell for not paying, he's going to heaven. I'll go to hell for him. I don't understand how people get upset that people make money entertaining us who watch. Nobody gets pissed at Steven Spielberg, and he charges to watch his content, but straight begging, yeah. Somebody's boy. Yeah, I wrote out a check today to cover 2017 taxes. It's like Rub says, Rosie just loves Marshall so much. She's just gonna always be there to hold his hand, bitches. I doubt that. Oh boy, I'm getting cold. Oh, all right. Since Tooth Decay isn't around tonight, I think I'll have some chocolate chips. How about that? Nestle chocolate chips. Chocolate velvet pie. How about a chocolate cream pie? How would that be? How would that be? The Bergs is back. Hey, Bergs, welcome back. How about if we make a chocolate cream pie? I've made that a few times. That's fun. I know Tooth Decay is going to show up any second. Here you go. Hold out your hand. Hold out your hand. That's it. I'm not sure. Skiwi right on cue. Snickerdoodle. Laurie Green, don't monopolize everything. You already got the Ronald McDonald House, right? Pay your taxes to the king. Michelle Martin, how you doing, sweetie pie? Was it like y'all excited for the big game? Are you guys going to take? You going to take the Jaguars? Oh, Jessica Rabbit, I love her. Lacey uses many fake accounts to comment from her own hangout, and others just watch the spelling and typing, or the same been watching. You think, Francesca? You know the Lacey Rocks thing is kind of like an IQ test on YouTube. You know, some people turn in their test papers in 10 minutes, and some people it's 10 days. You know what I'm saying, honey? Black Death, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna tax air soon. Yeah, Lacey Rocks was like a bitch to me. Every time I ever went into any of the rooms, she would troll me and hound me about real men don't wear bikinis, or it's not a real chick. That was funny as hell. You can't tell Debbie to stop. Debbie's funny as hell. I'm telling you, I met Debbie Lynn in person down in Florida. She's funny as hell. We partied like hell. T-Berg said the Patriots and the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Jacksonville is going to beat the Patriots this weekend. Yeah, that's it. That's what the quote. There was Lacey's quote was Rosie is an enabler and a fag. Lacey. Hi, baby. Lacey is definitely guilty of racketeering, wire fraud, interstate wire fraud, collusion. You stay tuned. Thanks, Emerson Red said, Rosie, you effing kill me. Jen's doing great, Michelle. Thank you. How's Becca doing? I miss you guys. You got to put some shit up. I haven't seen you guys put up anything. Any guy who makes homophobic slurs deep down usually gay, in my opinion. You think? You think? We said, I was just going to prosecute Lacey on behalf of the government in YouTube court. Lacey's going to wish it was in YouTube court. Jags led 42 points scored by Steelers. What do you think Tom Brady going to put up on the Jag? Got to be very careful. The Jaguars secondary, they're very good at picking off passes back there. And better than that, if they're cornerbacks or safeties get one, or a linebacker, they're very good at converting that into points. I don't think any team in the NFL has converted more touchdowns off of turnovers than the Jags have. Okay. Lacey thinks she broke no laws. We'll let the jury decide. The good thing is it's not going to cost camper van Elvis a dime. What did trans think of RuPaul? I've never really watched RuPaul. Lacey left the paper trail set on fire. I don't know. I don't have the premeditated credit card fraud. Well, I just caution you guys. Loosen your seatbelts a little bit. Get some oxygen. Coats 9,500. There he is. My little Gerald, come to mama. Love my Gerald. It is, sweetie. How's your burn doing? I just want to draw you to my ample bosom. Are drag queens different than trans? Yes, because when the drag queens are done, they walk out the door as male again. Oh no, here's Skiwi right on target. Coach, how are you paying for your $5,000 ER visit? Are you on Medicaid? Oh, the feds will definitely touch that. They're going to love that. Let's see, that's called constructive fraud. Yeah, how was it? We made those cinnamon buns, Don Juan. Were you here Friday night? Were you here Friday? Yeah, we made the Coats 95. Yeah, he was here. No, I don't know if you were, Don. The Coats 9,500. Francesca says, Rosie, I hope Lacey gets what is due. Isn't that cool? We got like people on both sides now. Let's get Lacey, or let's free Lacey Rocks. Next, we're going to have troll channels that are, free Lacey Rocks, or Lacey Rocks throw away the key. Don't worry, traveling. Stay tuned. We're going to see what happens, right? Don Juan's like, I'm dying. One thing people never seem to have on here is they never have patience to let things just play out, right? You just have to wait till the winged bull mafia legal team gets into position. Coach can go on Medicaid. He said he's unemployed. I think that you could probably pick up some kind of state Medicaid. Yeah, nothing ever happens, and it's still over there begging. Yeah, let me rest my head in your ample bosom. There we go. Yeah, you walk into an ER, it's $1,000. You should go to an urgent care, Gerald. You should not go to a ER. 25 years in law enforcement will never go after a $3,000 refund. Stay tuned, traveling. Yeah, Susie's like unfolding, but I'd be here. Everybody will be here. Everybody will be here. Coach being on Medicaid is just pathetic as Elvis with an EBT card. Ski, what do you mean? I wouldn't want Gerald. Gerald works. Why would I want Gerald to have a burn turned into something that could be gangrene, and then you have a flesh-eating bacteria that goes through the system? Come on. Yes, go to an urgent care. Do not go into an ER. Do not go into an ER. What do you expect that they're going to do at an ER that they're not going to do at a urgent care except lighten your wallet? I will, if they do name your charity, I'll donate. If they don't donate, okay. All right, traveling. That's a good deal. Okay, that's the only reason I went to the ER, because I wasn't sure if it was. Well, that's cool, Gerald. Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Gerald works hard, Skiwee. Okay. Gerald's not sitting around. Gerald is actually being productive. He worked. He did stuff during the summer. He gets to travel in winter. Well, Gerald's not also a top earner too, Skiwee, so he would qualify for Medicaid under most any state program. In California, they'd probably put him up in the Ritz-Carlton. Okay, so. Oh boy, that's pretty good though that Marshall found a shop that they could get that in the day after Martin Luther King Day and do that for about $120. Let's see, normally they don't have to breed burns in anything but in the ER because of the risk of infection. At least they would have done that in an urgent care. They wouldn't have sent him in. But you know, you got to defer to Gerald's judgment on that. So. And plus, they'll compromise, and you just tell them you don't have a lot of money, and you just could you strike a deal on that. So people do that all the time. Skiwee, I can't even repeat that. Well, you guys are on Coach now. Damn. Oh wow! Saw a dude stealing. Susie's like, I saw a video of a dude stealing a guy's watch in the ER. Dead guy's watch. Can you imagine that? What's that, Supet? On the parts, he did a great job on the parts and labors. Thank God, at least he really had good guidance from somebody down there on the ground. A really first class. You know what you guys don't understand. It's easy to point the finger at Rosie, but there's other people out there in America that just say, "Hey, let me help. I don't want to be on camera, but I'll be there to help out." So, yep, Gerald works hard for his money. Why do you sit on video every day talking about Elvis? Because this is America. Dill Rogers, learn to love it. T-Berg, charity care write-offs for a hospital that taxpayers have to foot the bill. Good night, Lynn. Love you, sweetie. Mwah. One of my favorite YouTubers for years and Facebook friend. Yeah, roofing ain't easy. And Gerald hurt himself carrying up those books of shingles. I told him, do not. Yeah, I work hard too, but I worried about Gerald. You can't haul books of shingles up a roof. You know, you're going to kill yourself. That's why they put you on a shitty little uh, cash under the table stuff. No, he can't. I don't think he could do that because I think he was under the table as a day laborer. I don't think he could do that. I don't think so. Day laborer. I don't think so. Walter White. Hi, baby. Hmm? I'm gonna leave the light on tonight. Kitten. Want a drink? Hmm? Listen to a little music, a little Sinatra. Hmm? Under the table, and Gerald was working for him. That wasn't he was committing to. I don't know, Ski Weed. This is the real world, right? I'm not telling you what people do or don't do, but you know, are we saying that Gerald's a good guy, or are we going to now crucify Gerald, right? I mean, this guy's got a raging infection in his arm and stuff, so you know. Hey now, Sandman CJ. He's got a raging infection. John said the doctor told me to go to the ER and have my staph infection drained. They would not do it and wrote me a prescription. My cost after insurance was $600. Well, how did they? Okay, I don't. Okay, I don't know. Construction is most construction around here is like most of it's under the table. I mean, all you have to do is flash a wad of cash around, and there's day laborers everywhere. Just show up. Yeah, get over here. Let's get going. You know, at the end of the day, they give them $100 and they're on their way. Company's happy. Of course, Ski will run around now saying everybody. Rosie advocates. Everybody just game the system. Rosie's uncut, raging infection. Jock itch. I try to tell them just get some athlete's foot cream, same difference, lay it on, but no. Medicare, okay, Medicare, Part B Medicare. I get that. So glad I don't process claims anymore. Fuck. Medicare, Medi-Cal. Ooh. Crossover claims. Lacey Rocks. Ian Marshall admitting in YouTube that people who donate are sucker and stupid for giving them money. The URL that has been sent to many credit card companies who agree fraud by others. Rosie, how does it feel to have so many financial advisors? Walter White, I am very blessed on YouTube. Okay. I've got the best of the best of the best. So there's Lacey. Rosie, you're a prepper. What about fish meds? The same as ours. I don't know. Somebody was talking about that they had an infection and they went to the farm supply. Jeff Rowe. Jeff Rowe does that all the time. He goes to the farm store and he gets animal antibiotics. What the fuck, The pathology is different, but the weather here right now is awful. My front windshield is covered. Gerald, I just can't believe how bad this winter is. I'm so sorry. You should have come all the way over to Arizona over there or Southern California. Delightful, sunny. That's a shame. Seems all to have the best advice for you. Walter White, what's your advice on the advice? Lacey Rocks hates me, Oh man, I'd love to be prosecuting counsel. I have that fucking Jory crying over there. Coach said, I look at a map of the United States and I thought just being outside they would have no snow, but it was unbelievable. It's terrible, Coach. I tell you, it's the end times right now. I told Jen, this is the year we have to square it with God. This is it. We've got to, we got to be like Skiwi and join the Foursquare Gospel Church and fly right here. It's the end times. Traveling the USA. Rosie, can I turn your hose into a meth lab with Walter White? Can you imagine that? You guys would blow up the Shine Shack or something, and half of the what's left of our fire department would come down here, and I'd be like shackled up and taken off to jail. How do you sleep at night when you're drinking all those Rockstar energy drinks? That's a good question, Gerald. You gonna put an RV wood stove in your RV? No, life on the streets. We're just keeping it as just a basic rig. Most of the time we'll be in a hotel or a motel. It's really to carry our cooking gear and do a lot of our meals and be out there. And if it's a nice day, we'll overnight. We got some nice sleeping bags. It should be pretty warm in Southern California. That's it, Walter White. Meth and moonshine at the Rancho. Hi, Diane. Wednesday night, Northeast Florida, going down to 18 degrees. Good evening, one and all. Can you imagine that in Florida? I'll tell you, tonight, Elvis is going to freeze his sack off. In that rig, I know it, 18 degrees. We're not even, that's the lowest it ever reached down here in the Rancho was 18 degrees in December of 2014. That was the lowest. Let's see, Annie said they're banning energy drinks down here for under 16. They're causing heart problems in kids. And they must just add some RV hookups and Elvis can move to the Rancho. You know, traveling to USA, I got to reiterate to you guys again. He hates this place. He's already researched Santa Rosa. Ask Marshall about Santa Rosa. He'll tell you, he calls it burnt toast. He says, I hate that place. It's all ghetto. There's nothing to eat. There's no good food. There's no Persian food. What are you going to do, right? This is all wine country, Italians, and snow tonight in New Hampshire. Thinking about leaving tonight and heading to maybe Clearwater. Yeah, Gerald, you know what I mean, my friend? It's time to get the hell out of Dodge. Hey, Mika Reynolds in the house. How you doing? You got to repost that. This is moving too fast. Too many people posting over here right now. Let me see what I got over here. Any reason Elvis doesn't go to California? He just commutes Chicago, Florida. He will stay in Florida sooner or later. Needs to get out of California. I'm not sure. You know, I don't think it would be here. He would probably fall in love with San Francisco because there's all the things that he loves down there. It's got the Castro district, which is all the LGBT friendly area. He finds people very supportive of his individuality down there. Francesca says now Lacey's saying her mom is an attorney and it's all legal. Then you shut up because you know you're wrong. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, I'll lay out my scenario. I'll lay out two things for you. There'll be the criminal court, and then we'll carry it over to the civil court, and then we'll let people decide what sounds like it would be. Let's see. Beggars can't be choosers, but he is king, so he knows what's best. Mika, I'm not sure. You know, he just said he does not like California. My kids land there in the morning in Rosie, San Francisco. Beautiful. Any reason Elvis doesn't go to California? He just commutes Chicago, Florida. Will he stay in Florida sooner or later? He knows to go to California. I think he would do very well in San Francisco, but boondocking, it would be incredibly hard for him to boondock in California. Francesca Knowles, she thinks he could not be found. She also thinks that everybody can keep their mouth shut too. So let's see. Traveling USA says, which jurisdiction has started an investigation? On what? Gerald, what? Which thing? You mean the Lacey fraud thing? The Lacey fraud, the Lacey Rocks thing? The Lacey Rocks? This is the times I prayed I'd gone to law school instead of business school. Oh, the Lacey thing, which that'll be a federal jurisdiction because it's interstate. It's across a few states. Mika Reynolds, like Hollywood when Elvis is gone to Cali. Mika Reynolds, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Mika Reynolds has been there riding with the king since day one on the side. Oh yeah, you start in criminal court first, absolutely. Always start in criminal court and then you build your case over for civil court. So yeah, the funny thing that people don't realize is the inadmissibility of old evidence in criminal case. The only judge is only concerned with the actual things associated with this particular crime. They're not going to go back and show, well, he's an e-bagger and hey, it's going to be like inadmissible. You know, that doesn't tie to this. He's going to have it very focused on this caper, and everything else is going to be thrown out as not relevant. Debbie Lynn said, yeah, I have a good cheese ball I make. Can't wait to try that. San Fran, Hollywood, and all up and down the coast. He would probably enjoy LA best because there's a big Middle Eastern community down there. You don't need any money in federal court. You don't need any money. That's just the thing. That's just the thing. Everybody thinks that somebody has to lawyer up. Well, guess what? That's what federal prosecute. They are on your side. It's the United States versus. Problem is people don't know enough about legal proceedings and stuff. So, hey, I'm not man aside, but I'm nothing on here. I'm nobody. What do I care? You know, it's not my thing. I just see how stuff plays out. I'm not here to have people start coming in and arguing me. Elvis with the Fed since he has it all BS. I don't know, traveling. I haven't done anything. On Venice Beach, legendary boondocking. He won't try it like we're here. Got to go there first. Rosing Court is maritime maritime law. Hey, Callie, Elvis and Lacey are going to the Supreme Court. I wouldn't doubt it. It'll be the federal circuit of the state of Florida, and those subpoenas will be flying like there's no tomorrow. Because all it takes is a judge to say, "Yeah, let's hear more about this," and boom, out they go. Oh boy, I'm gonna get a beer. My one beer tonight. Oh boy. Oh. All the crimes and overwork carts are going to go chase after hose. That's the thing on the federal level, though. They're not overworked. They're not overworked on the federal level. State level, they're absolutely mired down. But the federal level is clean and green and look, guys, let's just enjoy the show, okay? Let's not theorize about stuff, okay? This was a day, that's what I'm saying, Walter White. Everybody's an adjunct professor of law at the University of Bottom of YouTube, right? Where we hand out diplomas like M&Ms down here. Okay? I want to talk about the law because the lies aren't consistent. I'm not a lawyer. Skiwee. I'm not a lawyer. I just sit and I watch and I observe and I enjoy myself. That's all. Yeah, I'm just theorizing. That's all I do is theorizing. I've taken several law theory courses and other things, and I was always fascinated by the law, and I was always fascinated by procedure and uh, evidentiary proceedings in court. Let's see. Wanna Elvis drive Rosie arguing in the side chat, making you look shallow. Yeah, probably. Lacey screaming, "Woo!" I'm not. You guys are posting too fast now. Okay, I'll stop theorizing. Fair enough. Well, I'm not. I get conflicting advice here traveling. I'm told to keep my mouth shut, and then I'm told not to theorize. I don't know who's live. Foxhead is live. Yeah, Let Judge Judy. Let's have an appointed bottom of YouTube. Let's have an. I have 2 kids. Let's have an appointed bottom of YouTube. Judge, let's let Uncle Aaron handle the case. He's smart. He's got a good Jewish brain. Let's let Uncle Aaron handle it, huh? Glam is live. Life on the Street. I just want to know this. Will the case say the King Elvis versus the Queen Lacy? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to say that. I just spent time with my daughter helping her get packed up for the move to New York, Skiwee. The shithawks are coming. Yeah, I don't worry, Annie. I'm not just speculating. I just talk about stuff. Yeah, John McClendon said, I'm a law expert because I watched Judge Judy and Judge Mathis. Want to be, you never see them coming around to visit much, do you? Yeah, they're you know, how often do they go? One's in LA and one's in New York, Skiwee. It's a long way from where I am. That's why you want to take Elvis in place. I haven't taken Elvis. I think Boris took Elvis, didn't he? Isn't that right, wannabe? I'm not doing anything. I wasn't there tonight for the show. I was in TR Preppers chat tonight. Judge Wapner. It's almost time for Wapner. Time for Wapner. I want to watch Wapner. 5 o'clock's Wapner. Judge Kelly, that's good. Skiwee, I spent Thanksgiving with the crew down there. I was down there. I'm not hanging out. They're nice people. Janet and the boss and Bobby are nice people. Why do you call them freaks? Some people watching who do have law experience. That's exactly right, Emerson Red. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. As to who they are exactly, I don't know. I'm sure somebody does somewhere. No, in LA, Skiwee, down in Los Angeles. Down in LA. Drove the rig down, tested on the road. She didn't like it at all, you know. It's the way it goes. I take no fools. That's it, Susie. What day are you taking off for Florida? I think it's going to be the second. It's going to be the third and fourth week and third and fourth week of February, Deb, and the first week of March. Skiwee. Skiwee is brutal. Where did Gerald go? Yeah, Debbie Lynn, we should probably see you the third week of February down there. We've got to stop and see Maxine. First person we're going to see is Maxine in Colorado Springs, and then we're going to see Jen's family in Kansas City, and then we'll be heading over to North Carolina, South Carolina, and then down to Jacksonville, down there. No, I don't think so. Wannabe. I was probably in denial most of my life. Don't be cruel. Yeah, that's it, Skiwi. The Great American Tranny Road Trip. Huh? We're going to see Cooper. I'm going to see Corey. I'm going to meet her. I hope my Gerald is over there. I'm going to see. I'm going to nail down Mr. X. Going to see Drury. I guess Elvis will still be on the road. I have no idea. No problem, wannabe. No problem at all. No problem at all. Yep. You got it. Don't be cruel. No, we're going to be in the rig skiway. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm not going to package her up. And, I'm always very aware of, no, we're not traveling. We're taking the rig with us. You like the rig. Don't you like the Dodge Pro Master City? I thought you liked that. Uncomfortable van. Skiwi, I can't afford a Prevost like you, right? You're all about the comforts of the Prevost and all of that. I don't have a Prevost. I'm too scared to drive something real big. I just don't feel like I have control. Skiwi's like, oh man. Are you ever gonna get a motel room? Yes, we're gonna get a Skiwi. I can't sleep in the rig in wintertime. I can't ask Missy Jen in Salt Lake City to sleep in the rig, right? I mean, we're gonna be in the hotel, and we'll be at the hotel when we get to Colorado Springs out there. Yeah, Drury's the mastermind. Mr. X is the financier. We're gonna find out, Hammond. I haven't seen Mr. X in a lot of years. Stay tuned. He's very sketchy. Yeah. Oh, Toyota Warrior. That's cool. That's cool. Once you at Maxine's house, maybe the neighbor will return with a vengeance. I don't want to be shot, Skiwi. I'm worried. Yep, he's got a fortune in Happy Meal collectibles. Yeah, exactly. I think they span all the way back to the first time that Happy Meals ever came out. Susie, I think fundraising is kind of ground to a halt in that venue. Yes, Maxine will defend me. Maxine's a big gal. She's 6 feet 5 inches tall, so I'm going to look about a foot shorter than her. Skiwi's like, I got to see these videos. Skiwi's like the traveling show. No, I don't think so, wannabe. I don't think so. Yeah, that's a big girl. I think that's a very big girl. Susie says, I have a baseball bat. Oh, oh. Thankfully, there's no beaches in Colorado, so maybe these freaks will keep their clothes on. Skiwi, it's going to be February in Colorado Springs. It's going to be cold as hell. We may stop at Glenwood Springs, Skiwi. Do you know where Glenwood Springs is, where they have the hot springs? Hello, Mike Hunt. They have the hot springs there that you can soak in. I think we'll be stopping there. Maybe we'll overnight at Glenwood Springs there and take in the thermal baths. That would be kind of fun. You think that would be good video, Skiwi? Put the GoPro with the protective case on it, and flounce around the water there with the GoPro cover on? I've never heard of it. Is that true? No, Regina, Kelly, is that true? The hot springs would be good for Jen's man purse. I'm just saying it'd be real nice, wouldn't it, Skiwi, to stop and take in the hot springs there? I'm going to investigate that and make sure we can stay overnight there. I think that would really be cool. That'd be good video. We could show Glenwood Springs and all that. You buying any special brownies in Colorado? No, I'm not. I'm more of a drinker. I've never really been much into grass or anything like that. It's always been. I come from a long line of extremely heavy drinkers and stuff, so it's all about alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. There's some hot springs in Arkansas too. You'll fit right in. Yeah, that's where Elvis went. Constitution Avenue, Skiwee, and hot springs down there. What do you think about that? Huh? Good style and profile and the micro string bikini down there. What do you think? Hmm? I had a good chat with you, Nova Jean, in your live chat. Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, explain. That's exactly like life on the streets. My grandmother was a enormous moonshiner out of North Carolina. Her dad was out of Kentucky, and that's all they did was support themselves through the Depression by making moonshine and run and shine. John McClendon says the hot springs smell like sulfur. Yes, they do. I've been up to Saratoga Springs, and they really smell like stink too. They smell bad. John McClendon, is that the Glenwood Springs place or just hot springs in general? But don't you think that would be good to get my fat ass down in some of those hot springs? I think that would be awesome. Tar Pits, my Paw Ranch. And there you go. Debbie Lynn knows what the hell I'm talking about. Yellowstone's traveling at 50. Jesus. I can't even repeat that. Thank you, John McClendon. Thank you. Have you ever stayed in a hotel, John, or did you RV into, I think Glenwood Springs has an RV park there. Yeah, you can tell I can always tell by the bubbles what the proof is. The faster the bubbles dissipate, the higher the proof. I shake my stuff at 180, and bubbles are instantaneously gone. That's it. Now don't be cruel, too hard, that's true. I don't want no other love, baby. Lots of mason jars in my pop-ups. That's it, baby. Lots of mason jars. That's it. Popcorn Sutton, that's the one. That's the legend. That's the living legend, redhead stepchild. That is the one. He is the one. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and hit the sack. It's been a good hour and a half. I'm not going to chase Elvis. If I'm around, I'll go into the hangout. But otherwise, want to be Elvis driver. I just don't look. I'm not going to chase it down. But I'm going to get a good sleep. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got some real honest to God back-breaking work. So y'all have a good night. Thanks, Skiwee, for coming by. And I've met Elvis before. Good night, Debbie Lynn. Love you. Skiwee, everybody take care. Good night, Joe, Susie, Annie, everyone.